You probably don't need a higher income. You probably need to stop 5 money leaks, and one of them alone can cost you more than $800,000. But here's the dangerous part. It won't feel like a mistake. It will feel normal. A car payment, a few subscriptions, a raise that disappears, a month you forgot to invest, a small emergency you thought you could handle, and by the time you notice the leak, years of money may already be gone. So while you watch this, keep score. There are 5 leaks. Every time one sounds like your life, mentally check the box. No shame, no judgment, just honesty. Because most people don't stay broke because they're stupid. They stay broke because the leak feels normal. And the first leak is the quietest one. It does not hurt today, but it can cost more than a house. Leak number 1 is waiting too long to invest. This one is brutal because nothing happens immediately. You skip investing this month. Your phone still works. Your rent still gets paid. Your life feels the same, but in the background, time starts working against you. And time is the one thing money can never buy back. Let's say you invest $200 a month starting at age 25. You put it into a simple S&P 500 index fund. And over decades, we use a historical average return of about 10% per year. By age 65, you could have around $1.26 million. Now take the same plan, same $200 a month, same investment, same return. But you wait until age 35. By age 65, you could have around $452,000. That 10-year delay can cost more than $800,000. Not because you were bad with money, not because you picked the wrong investment, just because you waited. And this is where the trap gets people. They say, I'll start later. When I earn more, when the economy feels safer, when life calms down. But life almost never calms down. There is always another bill, another repair, another reason to wait. So the question is not, can I invest a lot? The question is, can I start the habit? Because even $25 a month changes your identity. You stop being someone who plans to invest someday. You become someone who already invests. The fix is simple. Open the account. Set an automatic transfer. $25, $50, $100. Whatever you can repeat. The amount can grow later. The habit has to start now. Because the market can recover. Your income can grow. But lost time? You never get it back. Now check your score. If you are waiting to invest, that is one leak. But the next leak is more emotional. Because it makes you feel successful, while quietly making you poorer. Leak number 2 is spending money to look rich. And this one hurts because it is not really about money. It is about being seen. Sometimes we don't buy the better car because we need the better car. We buy it because we want to feel like we are doing well. We want people to notice. But here's the painful truth. Most people are not paying attention. The stranger at the red light forgot about you 3 seconds later. Your coworker is thinking about their own bills. Your friends are thinking about their own lives. And the people who really love you? They don't care what you drive. They care if you are stressed, if you are present, if you can sleep at night. The impression disappears fast. The payment stays. A new $35,000 car may lose around 16% of its value in the first year. After 5 years, it may be worth around 45% of what you paid. So your $35,000 car could become a $16,000 car. That is almost $19,000 gone. Before insurance, before maintenance, before gas, before interest. But that is still not the biggest cost. The biggest cost is what the payment replaces. A $400 monthly payment does not sound life-changing. But if you invested $400 a month, For 30 years at 10%, it could grow to around $900,000. So the question is not just, can I afford the car? The real question is, what is this payment stealing from my future? Your emergency fund, your investments, your flexibility, your freedom. A payment is never just a payment. It is money that cannot work anywhere else. Here's the fix. Before you buy something expensive, ask, would I still buy this if nobody could see it? If yes, maybe it truly adds value. If no, you are not buying the thing. You are buying approval, and approval is expensive. Now check your score. If you are spending to look rich, that is leak number 2. But the next leak is even sneakier, because it starts with something good, a raise. Leak number 3 is lifestyle creep. And if you have ever gotten a raise, but still felt broke a few months later, this one is probably yours. You get an extra $500 a month. At first, it feels like breathing room. Then come the upgrades. A nicer apartment, more takeout, a better phone, a better car, and somehow, the raise disappears. This is why income alone does not create wealth. It only creates opportunity. If your income goes up and your spending goes up at the same speed, you are not moving forward. You are running in place, just with nicer furniture. Wealth is not what you earn. Wealth is what you keep. And the most dangerous raise is the one that becomes a bill before it becomes wealth. Think about your last raise. Where did it go? Can you point to the investment account, the debt you paid off, the emergency fund you built? Or did it dissolve into a more expensive version of your old life? That question is uncomfortable, but useful, because if you don't decide where your raise goes, your lifestyle will decide for you. Here's the fix. The next time you get a raise, hide half from yourself. If your income goes up by $500 a month, pretend it only went up by $250. Take the other $250 and automate it. Invest it. Pay down debt. Build your emergency fund. Move it before you can spend it, because money sitting in your checking account gets ideas. But automated money becomes your future. Now check your score. If your raise disappears, that is leak number 3. But leak number 4 is harder to catch, because you may not even remember signing up for it. Leak number 4 is invisible spending, money that leaves your account quietly. No big decision, no emotional pain, just small charges, again, and again, and again. Subscriptions, delivery fees, free trials that became paid plans, apps you forgot you had. None of them feel dangerous alone. That is why they are dangerous together. Around $17 a month going to subscriptions you barely use does not sound scary. That is the trap. It feels too small to matter, but invested for 30 years at 10%, it could become around $38,000. And that is only the unused part, not the subscriptions you actually enjoy, not delivery markups, not impulse purchases, just the money disappearing for things you barely remember. Small leaks become big losses because they are easy to ignore. Here's the fix. After this video, open your banking app. Look at the last 90 days, not 1 month. 3 months. Because some charges hide. Some are quarterly. Some are annual. Some use company names you don't recognize. Find every recurring charge and ask, do I use this? Would I sign up again today? Would I rather have the money? If the answer is no, cancel it today. For non-essential purchases over $100, use the 72-hour rule. Put it in your cart. Wait 3 days. If you still want it after 72 hours, fine. But many times, the urge disappears. And when the urge disappears, your money stays. Now check your score. If money leaves your account without you noticing, that is leak number 4. But the final leak is the one that turns a small problem into a financial disaster. Leak number 5 is having no emergency fund. And yes, this is the boring one. Investing feels exciting. Buying something new feels rewarding. Paying off debt feels productive. But an emergency fund? It just sits there, quiet, boring, almost annoying, until life happens. Your car breaks down, rent goes up, your hours get cut, a medical bill arrives, your child needs something. Without an emergency fund, a normal life problem becomes a credit card problem. Then the credit card becomes an interest problem. Then the interest becomes a stress problem. Then the stress becomes a life problem. One surprise should not be able to wreck your whole plan. But without a cushion, it can. An emergency fund is not just money. It is decision power. It lets you breathe before you react. When you have no cushion, panic makes the decision. You borrow at high interest. You sell investments at the wrong time. You accept worse options. But when you have cash set aside, you get to pause, and that pause can save you thousands. Here's the fix. Don't start with 6 months. Start with $1,000, then 1 month of essential expenses, then 3 months. And if your income is unstable or people depend on you, build toward 6. Keep this money boring, safe, liquid, easy to access. This money is not designed to make you rich. It is designed to stop one bad month from making you poor. Now check your score. If you have no emergency fund, that is leak number 5. So what do you do with your score? You fix one leak first. So here are the 5 leaks: waiting to invest, buying approval, letting your raise disappear, ignoring invisible spending, having no emergency fund. Do not try to fix all 5 tonight. That is how people get overwhelmed. And overwhelmed people do nothing. Instead, pick one, just one. Open the investment account. Run the real car numbers. Automate half of your next raise. Audit the last 90 days. Save your first $1,000. 1 leak fixed is progress. 2 leaks fixed is momentum. 5 leaks fixed can change the direction of your life. And if one of these made you uncomfortable, good. That is awareness. Most people stay stuck because they refuse to look directly at the leak. But now you have seen it. So before you watch another video, pick one thing to fix today, not someday. Today. Your future self is not asking you to be perfect. Your future self is asking you to start. If this helped, subscribe and turn on notifications. I break down money in a way that actually makes sense. No jargon, no hype, just the truth you can use.